Hello, YouTube! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another Blizzard Daily upload. It is Professional Starcraft between Trap and Flash. This is Game 5 on Expedition Lost LE. If you caught Game 4, I probably won't spoil it for you, but it was very close and led to a tie 2-2 series that required this Game 5. So go watch it if you haven't already, and then come back and watch Game 5. It's much more exciting that way. I will say this series has been extraordinarily close. The deciding battles in all four games have been, within 10, 20 units of going to either player, just depending on a little bit of micro here, a little bit more upgrade strength there. And Trap has done his best to take out Flash. Flash has defended when he's needed to. He's been on the offensive when he's needed to. And in the end, here we are in Game 5 of this best of 5, coming down to the wire. To the victor goes the spoils. This is for all the marbles, folks. Hold on to your hats. We should be in for an exciting game here. Now again, this is the IEM Masters Championship, Intel Masters Tournament, held in Katowice. And it's the most recent StarCraft 2 professional tournament that I have been able to find, and it just wrapped up on Sunday. So these are very recent casts. These are two players at the top of their game in the world today. And we will see how they're able to dance, to figure each other out, to recognize each other's strengths and weaknesses throughout this series, and take home the victory in Game 5. Gateway going down for Trap, and is there a barracks? No barracks going down for Flash yet. It looks like he's going Command Center again, so he feels comfortable going Supply Depot, Command Center. He feels like that can hold off this harassment that Trap has been trying to do with the Oracles. And I'm not sure if we're going to see the exact same thing from Trap again. He recognizes that rushing for Oracles against this strategy that Flash has been using is not fantastic. Just because Marines can get out very quickly and they only cost minerals. Missile turrets can get out very quickly, they only cost minerals. And this Command Center first gets a lot of minerals for Flash, so he doesn't rely on much gas early against this harassment that Trap likes to do. But we'll see how it goes in this game. Probe comes out to the natural. Kind of looked around for something. Fake T was going to go scout. Doesn't have enough minerals to expand yet, though, so we'll see what he is up to. Came back for no reason. Not sure what that was, but Flash sees again. No real tech to speak of. He's going to try to delay the building of this expansion, but it looks like Trap is just bluffing. He doesn't have enough money to throw down an expansion. The SCV goes ahead and partially builds an engineering bay anyway. This is very annoying to deal with because engineering bays do have a lot of health, even partially built, and can cause a big delay to your attempts as Protoss to expand to your natural. This is something you'll see happen quite often. The probe up here is harassing the SCV, trying to delay the command center, but the SCV got the job done before the probe arrived, and before he was able to kill him. And the command center is happily upgrading to an orbital command. So again, we'll see a lot of those minerals. Mothership Core heading out across the map, feeling very brave. I don't know that I've ever really seen this against Terran, just because Marines are out so early and they're able to destroy Mothership Cores by sneezing on them. So I don't know. Yep, Marines are coming out as I expected. Zealot coming up to the front. Marine's gonna have to kite this guy around forever and ever because he has a lot of health and a lot of armor. Does manage to kill the SCV, so this bunker's going to be delayed, which actually will help a lot with this Mothership Core push. So the Marines are now forced to choose whether they want to attack the Zealot, and they do. They destroy the Zealot. Another Marine comes out trying to take out this Mothership Core, who's trying to, again, delay the construction of this bunker. Forces the SCV out, so it is delayed. But you'll notice how quickly the Mothership Core is dying. It's already down to 100 health. It has no shields left, and it did get a single kill, so maybe it wasn't a complete waste of time. The bunker finishes completing. We put a single hurt Marine inside. Hurt units in StarCraft 2 do as much damage as full health units, so nothing to worry about there. This probe is trying to work down this ice block, and this will take forever. You'll notice it's going down 2 hit points at a time. 4, 2, 0, and there's 2,000 hit points. So he could be there by himself for pretty much the entire game and never take it down. But hey, the probe has to do something. Trap likes hiding probes out in the middle of nowhere, and instead of paying him to sit around, he is going to make him work, gosh darn it. In the meantime, the expansion is down for Trap. He's not interested in one-basing it as we have seen earlier in this series. We have an Immortal coming down, another Pylon being built, Stalker being made. In the meantime, we have a Marauder, Stim Pack, weapons upgrades going down for Flash, and all the stuff you're expected to see from Terran in a Protoss game. Stalker pokes up the ramp here, recognizes there is a bunker with Marines. I'm not interested in dying just for scouting information. I'm going to retreat. Supply depot being built by these rocks, recognizing that, hey, somebody's trying to get through here. Marine is tasked with coming and chasing off that probe, who managed to get the rocks all the way down to 1800 before he was chased away. So, sorry probe, you didn't get your job done, but you also earned your paycheck. So feel good about that. Have that warm and fuzzy feeling you get from doing a good day's work. Back at the base of Protoss, we have another gateway going down. We have another Immortal going down. And just more probes, cybernetics core, proxy pylon happening for some more proxy tech. We'll see what Trap decides to do with it. Both players just amassing their forces at this point. Not a whole lot going on. But I expect them to clash fairly soon. Again, weapons level 1 are coming down for Terran. More and more Marines, Marauders, upgrades for the Stim, upgrades for the concussive shells. Yeah, all the standard stuff you want to see. I expect a starport to be being built fairly soon here, although I don't think Flash even has a factory yet. He doesn't, so he just wants maybe a 1-1 upgrade push with Marines and Marauders. He feels like is enough, even without medevac support. And I don't know if it's enough. The Sentries could do a good job with their force fields. Immortals could do well against these Marauders. Mothership Core interested in fighting here again. We'll throw down a Time Warp most likely. Not do too much DPS on the front lines, but proxy pylons up. Haven't seen anything warp in there. Haven't seen any proxy tech being made. Observer scouting in to see what he can see. Army moving on up the field for Trap. Just kind of dancing back and forth. I feel like both players are a little bit hesitant. There's a lot of loss aversion going here. They know committing fully to an attack that they lose could be disastrous. But Trap is working down these rocks, looking for a back door before this bunker is completed, but unfortunately he can't get through before the bunker is ready to go with 2 Marauders. SCVs ready to defend. Second bunker almost finished. That would be a great help if it could be there when this army comes up the ramp. But Trap says, you know what? I'm just faking you out. I'm going to take down those rocks and head on back home. And Flash says, oh, you did scare me there. Where's the attack? Oh, there isn't an attack. Okay, well, Marines, stay down here, figure it out, and let us know if anybody comes up. In the meantime, we have a Warp Prism coming up the field, right up the middle, filled with 4 Zealots. Warp Prisms are effective harassment technology because they can carry units, they can warp in units, and they are just very good on both fronts that way. So, nobody is scouting this for Flash. Nobody sees this coming. And this will be a total surprise. I guess 4 Zealots and then Warp Mode and warping in Zealot or Stalkers is actually a pretty effective attack. So he's just been tasked with waiting. Sometimes what you'll see is Protoss coordinate an attack at the front as a medevac is loaded up. Anyway, Protoss will do an attack at the front, bring the Warp Prism around back at the same time when your attention is at the front, and drop stuff in your mineral line and wreck your income. But that is not something that Trap's interested in doing here today. He's not taking a second base. I haven't seen any hidden tech. Back at home, we do have High Templar, which we haven't seen yet this series, and a third base is going down for Trap. So he expects this to be a fairly long game. He's preparing for the mid-game, and yep, Command Center going down as well. But the Zealots come in and say, no sir, you are not taking this Command Center. We're going to take down this SCV, and if we can, take down the Command Center and force a cancel as well. But the responding army is enough to take them out, and they are forced to retreat, the surviving 1 that is left. Meanwhile, Warp Prism does go down, dropping more Zealots into the main of Flash. The Zealots have charge, so they're able to chase down these infantry units and take them out. 2 split back to go take out as many SCVs as they can. Does the Warp Prism, is it able to do any more warp-ins? Not for a minute, probably. He just picks up the Zealots who have been doing the damage, and they head out of there. 2 Zealots do manage to take down a missile turret, which is nice. The Warp Prism heads over, trying to see if maybe it can deny this expansion again, but no, unfortunately it's not able to because there was an army. They're escaping now. They're leaving the area. Not sure what that's all about. I don't see any other threats they have to deal with. Oh, they came back. Maybe it was just a feint. Maybe they're saying, I know the Warp Prism is interested in coming back to try to attack this. We're going to head down the ramp, and then when they think it's safe, I'll come back up. Meantime, there is an attack on this proxy pylon. It is not able to be destroyed. Force fields go down, separating the army. Reinforcements arrive, but there is a big army for this stage of the game for Trap. We have the Psionic Storm going down. Psionic Storm doing a huge amount of damage to these biological units. The force fields are okay, but Trap feels comfortable enough to just head right up this ramp with these High Templar. I have to say, High Templar are a good choice in Protoss versus Terran. I like them better than Colossus in most situations. So it's good to see Trap make use of them. Pushes right into the middle, very brave. Throws down Psionic Storm. Another Psi Storm. That does a lot of damage up here. Yep, takes out several Marines. Are not able to dodge it, unfortunately. Immortals in the back doing a lot of damage. 6 kills, 4 kills. We are creating an Archon from those Templar who have spent energy. More Zealots coming on in. And is this it for Flash? There is havoc being wreaked in his main base right now. Archons are going to town on the production structures. There's a small army back here for Terran, and it gets wiped out. Flash calls the GG, and Trap takes the series 3-2, moving on in the round of 16 to move to the round of 8 in the IEM Intel Extreme Masters Tournament from 2015. So, wow, Trap was able to hold on and win the series with some very aggressive play. War Prism harassed. The choice to go for Templar was very intelligent, I believe. Flash just wasn't able to do much damage at all with drops. I don't know that he ever really got to the other half of the map in that deciding game. He was just so tentative against this continued pressure from Trap. He did lose his third base again to Zealot harassment, and Flash just realized there's nowhere to go from here. Tapped out, gave out the GG, and he will go home. So that's the end of that series. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Hit like if you did. Hit subscribe if you're interested in catching more StarCraft 2 action and Blizzard uploads. And you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter at /FalconPaladin for both of those social networking sites. And until next time, this is Falcon Paladin. You take care of yourself.